Hey, so welcome to this live Sunday Savasana session, this restorative yoga class. If you haven't been to one of these before, you'll want to make sure that you have a few things just to support you. As in restorative yoga, we use props to support the body so the nervous system can just relax completely and your body can heal itself from the inside out. So you can grab a yoga bolster, pillows, blankets, cushions, anything really that you have around the house. If you have yoga blocks, they're great too. But even if you don't have specific yoga props, just anything that kind of mimics the shapes of the props that we're using works really great as well to support you. So when you're ready and you're all set up, grab your yoga mat as well. We are going to start just with a really nice meditation. And the theme for our practice today is peace and patience, which I'm pretty sure is something that we can all use a little bit more of right now. And in peace, we get more possible. And when we move from a peaceful place, we create space that we can respond from that place rather than just reacting to whatever's going on around us. It helps us to take a breath. So we're going to start with a really nice relaxing meditation, and I know some of you have done this with me before, and it's one of your favorites. It's a meditation called Peace Begins With Me. And it's one that you can do anytime, anywhere, especially if you're feeling a bit anxious or overwhelmed, to guide you back into that more peaceful space. So this meditation uses a mantra, which is a word or a phrase that you can repeat silently or out loud. It's up to you. And that mantra just invokes the energy that we want to cultivate in the meditation. So obviously today that is peace. And the mantra, which is a hand position, helps to harness the energy of that mantra in your body. So this mantra is just a really nice reminder that peace begins with us. It doesn't come from anything outside, but it comes from that place deep within. And when we remember that and we remember to connect to that space, then our outer life also can reflect that inner awareness, that inner peace. So the mantra is peace begins with me. And the mudra, you're going to tap your first finger and your thumb together, second finger and thumb, ring finger and pinky finger. You're just going to keep moving through that as you say the mantra. So it will be peace begins with me. And you can just rest your hands on your knees. I just wanted to show you so you could see my hands. But you can just rest your hands on your knees with your palms facing up. And we'll begin that in a second. But just go ahead for right now and close your eyes. Just find a space where you can sit nice and comfortably. Whether that's cross-legged or kneeling. And if you want to slide any blankets or blocks underneath your sitting bones just to elevate your seat and support the natural curve of your spine, that also helps the pelvis to tip forwards, then you can do that. So whatever helps you to relax here and feel more comfortable. And as you close your eyes, just begin to feel your energy and attention shifting a little bit deeper inwards. Check in with your inner landscape here and just notice how you feel. Maybe take a mental note of where that feeling or any particularly strong feelings or sensations live in your body. And then however you're feeling this morning, maybe you want to name it, describe it, just in a word or two. Just allowing yourself to become really present with that feeling as you gently breathe into it. And then bring your hand over your heart. If you like, you can bring both hands over your heart space, right at the center of the chest, at the energetic center of your heart. Just take a slow, smooth breath in here, letting that be an invitation to land right in the present moment. And as you exhale, feel your whole body surrendering into the support of the earth, and your heart softening as you drop into your body. Now we begin the practice by setting an intention. Just by asking yourself, how do I want to feel? And just keep it simple and honest. It could just be something like peaceful, patient, calm, happy. But whatever that feeling is, turn it into a positive affirmation. One that begins with I am. I am peaceful. I am calm. I am enough. Whatever that feeling is, see it as though it was already happening for you. Become the embodiment of that feeling. And use this like a mantra to calm you and center you throughout the practice. Just take one more inhale to seal it in. And as you exhale, surrender it, offer it up. Release your hands back down to your knees. And then just begin a slow, steady breath. In and out through your nose. Keeping everything calm and easy. And then we begin the mantra with that mudra. Touching your first finger and thumb together. Peace begins with me. Peace begins with me. Peace begins with me. You can move through this as slowly or as quickly as you like. Just breathing softly and gently. Continue with that mantra. Peace begins with me. Peace begins with me. Continue there for a few more rounds. Just relaxing into the energy of the words. Let it slow your energy down. Bring you into a space of stillness. Now just repeat one more round. And then you can let the mantra go. Relax your hands. And just simply observe how you feel. Cultivating that peaceful energy is just a really nice way to bring us back into alignment. And then when you're ready, you can blink your eyes back open to the room. So hopefully already you're just feeling a little calmer, more peaceful. We're going to continue that as we move into the restorative part of the practice. So I'm going to move back to my mat now so you can see me. We're going to start to use our props here. So the first pose we're going to start in is a supported butterfly. But we're actually going to support the lower half of the body rather than starting with the heart opener like I sometimes do. So for this one, you're going to need a bolster if you have one to support the backs of your knees. If you don't have a bolster, anything that mimics this sort of cylindrical shape, you can fold over a couple of pillows, you can roll up a blanket, anything like that all works really well. Even a yoga mat wrapped in a blanket works as a great makeshift bolster. And then to support your feet, I'm using this meditation cushion just because it's really nice and soft. But you can grab a block, yoga block if you have one, books if you're using them instead of a yoga block, another folded up blanket, anything at all really just to support your feet. It can be a little bit lower than whatever you've got beneath your knees or the same height. And then if you'd like to place a blanket at the top of your mat, this is a really nice way just to support your head. And then we're going to come to lie down here. So you can drape your legs over your bolster or whatever you have instead. Just draw the support for your feet in closer. We're going to bring the soles of the feet together. And then just let the knees gently fall open. So your legs will be in a nice diamond shape. You don't want your heels too close towards you, so feel free to slide them further away. But whatever you have beneath your knees, if you're using the bolster, it's nice because it just goes all the way across and onto your knees and the outsides of your thighs as well, and your calves, your shins. But really you just want that support beneath your knees so that they can just let go completely. You might even want to place a block under each knee if you don't have a bolster or blanket or anything like that. But hopefully you have those things. And then when you're ready to lie down, just support yourself. You might notice as you come down, you need to adjust your props there. And then with the support behind your head, just make sure that that folded blanket is not too high, but it just supports the back of your skull and just comes to the edges of your shoulders, or the tops of your shoulders. You don't want it underneath your shoulders. And then if you'd like to place a folded blanket or anything that has just a little bit of weight on your belly, over your pelvis, that creates a really nice grounding sensation and just helps to soothe and calm you as you drop into this shape. You really want to feel like the whole lower body is just completely supported, so you can let go. If you notice any muscles are actively working here, see if you can add a little bit of extra support there. Or maybe it's just loosening your grip and letting go. If you feel like you need more support under your neck, you can always roll the edge of the blanket under. So that roll just sits right under the curve of the neck. If you have any tension in your neck, that should feel really good. And then you can rest your hands somewhere on your body just to reconnect with yourself, or place your hands beside you on the floor with your palms facing up. But just let yourself take a really big inhale here. And an easy exhale out. Feel all of your bones dropping into the support beneath you. And just let the earth take all of your weight away. If your hands are on your body, you might tune into the rise and fall of your belly. Your breath in your body. Let me see if you can send your breath down into the depths of your belly. Maybe right down into the pelvic bowl. This full belly breathing is really soothing to your nervous system. And just by bringing your awareness down into your pelvis can help cultivate a sense of calm. And this pose is really grounding, especially if you're lower chakra. With each breath in and out, feel yourself making more space as you dissolve and melt away any tension. It's not always easy to unplug your body and brain right away. So just be patient here and give yourself time to let go. Maybe checking here, notice if there's anything that is blocking your peace. Any emotions or feelings, any physical tension perhaps. As you breathe in, invite in a sense of relaxation to every single cell. As you release, let go of anything that is no longer serving you. Anything that wants to fall away, just let it. Making space for whatever is rising within you. Just take one more big breath in. And release all the air out. From here, you can reach down just to support the edges of your thighs and your knees as you draw them back together. You might walk your feet in a little bit closer. And just taking your time here as you come out of this, roll over to one side or the other. Just press your way up to sit, removing yourself from your props. You can just find yourself in a comfortable seat. Just take your time there. Notice how you feel, just pausing for a second. And then we're going to set up for our next pose, which is a supported fish. And I'm going to give you a couple of different options here, just depending on how things feel in your body right now. So for this, you can grab a block if you have one. If not, books or a stack of books or one big heavy book can work really well. Anything square or rectangular and heavy that kind of mimics that shape. Place that at the top of your mat. And if you don't have anything like that, it's fine. You don't need it. And then grab your bolster and just rest it against the block. So if you don't have a block, you can always just place the bolster flat. Again, if you don't have a bolster, rolled up blankets, pillows, anything that kind of mimics that shape works great too. And then for this, you're going to bring the lower back right up to the edge of your bolster, so there's no space in between your sacrum and the edge of the cushion. You can either here take your feet out wide and just let your knees knock in towards each other. We've already done that external rotation. The hips now moving into internal rotation. And this just allows the lower back to relax and feels really nice and restful. If you want a little bit more, you can always come into a hero's pose for a supported hero or saddle, whatever you want to call it, where you're kneeling here. Let's move this out of the way. Where you're kneeling, you can sit in between your heels or on your heels. But just make sure that this feels okay for the knees. I don't particularly like this pose because it hurts my knees, so I'm not going to do that one. But if you love this pose, it creates a really nice opening through the fronts of the thighs and the hip flexors, and then you'll start to recline back onto your bolster. So just choose whatever works for you. You can always place a blanket underneath your knees if you're in that, just to give you some extra support and cushioning. If you're just taking this constructive rest pose in your lower legs, then slide yourself up against the edge and then use your arms to lower yourself all the way down. And then you can relax your arms beside you, palms facing up. This is just a really nice, gentle and passive heart opener. So start to open up the front of the body, the heart space and the belly, making lots of space for your breath to flow in and out. And also just to release any emotional tension that you might have collected here in your heart. Now, if for any reason you start to feel anxious in this pose, or if you're feeling pretty anxious in your practice this morning, then this might increase that anxiety. So feel free to take a supported child's pose instead. You can keep your props as they are, but just turn yourself around, open your knees, and then rest your torso on the bolster. With your palms facing up towards the sky there, so your shoulders relax. Close your eyes. And if you have anything to cover your eyes as well, when the face and the head relax, this tells the rest of the body to relax as well. So it might help just to close out the light. We're going to add a breathing technique into this shape. And this breath is called the square breath. And it helps to cultivate a sense of patience. So all you're going to do is inhale. Count the length of your inhale. Pause at the top of the breath. Exhale, matching the same count as your inhale. And then pause at the bottom of the breath. So it's almost like you're tracing the sides of a square. I'm going to guide you through it, just so you know where we're going. Just let yourself take a really big inhale here. And an even bigger exhale out. And then gently begin to inhale through your nose, counting the natural length of your breath. Pause at the top. And exhale for the same count. And pause at the bottom. Inhale. Pause. Exhale and pause. You can just continue like this for a few more rounds. You can let go of the breath at any time. Let yourself drop into that still space. And that quiet pause in between the inhale and exhale. And if you're still breathing there, just take one more round. And release it. And just observing the sensations in your body for a few more breaths. Perhaps noticing a shift in your mind. And then when you're ready, from here, you can use your hands beside you, just either side of the bolster, and slowly press down. You're coming all the way up, whether you have your feet on the floor or whether you're in hero's pose. Just come all the way up. If you're in your hero's pose here, you can just roll onto one hip or the other and swing your legs around gently. You might want to just stretch out your legs there. Maybe give your knees a bit of a bounce. You might even want to massage them. And just pause at the top, and again, just notice the effects on your body. And then we're going to finish this part of the practice with a twist. This just helps us to cultivate a sense of balance. It draws everything together. Helps create a sense of equanimity in the body and mind. So you can move your props out of the way. For this, you can choose whichever prop works best for you. So maybe you use a bolster, you can grab a blanket, you might even like a block, but a block is a little bit hard, so preferably something that's soft and comfortable. I am going to use the blanket, but just choose whatever works well for you. And then, if you're using your blanket, you don't want it too thin, so you might want to fold it over a couple of times just so you have quite, not too thick either, but just a relatively sturdy, supportive shape there. And then coming into this, you're going to lie down on your back. Support yourself as you go. And then bend your knees. We'll start with the right side, so you can press down into your feet, lift your hips, and move them over towards the left side of your mat. And then draw your knees in towards your chest, and drop them all the way over to the right. And then you can grab your blanket and just slide that in between your knees, your shins, so you feel that support there. Opening your arms out to the sides, or just cactus the arms. And if that left shoulder is popping up away from the floor, you can always slide another blanket or a pillow underneath there just to give you some extra support. And you can just rest your hands wherever feels comfortable, so it might be somewhere on your body. You need to keep your head facing in the same direction as your knees, or you can turn your head in the opposite direction, but just make sure there's no straining there on your neck at all. And you can just let go completely. I'm not going to stay here for too long, just long enough to gently release any lingering tension. So if you notice any physical areas that you're holding on to tension here, maybe send your breath into them. And as you exhale, release them. Even though your breath might feel a little bit restricted here, keep it as big as it can be. Gently wringing and rinsing out any tension. We'll take one more inhale. And as you exhale, just remove your blanket. Draw your knees back up through center. And then want to shift your hips back to the middle of your mat. Just take a moment there. And then lift your hips up and over towards the right side. Draw your knees into your chest. And drop your knees all the way over towards the left. Grabbing your blanket. Sliding it right in between your knees. You can open your right arm out to the side. You might find it helps just to adjust your shoulders here by sliding them an inch or two to the left, so that right shoulder can get even heavier. And if you want to support that shoulder with any props that you have there, you can grab them. Feel free to turn your gaze over your right shoulder if that feels good for you. And at this time, if there are any last little bits of emotional or mental or even spiritual attention that you're carrying here, set the intention to release that. With every exhale out, and the more you release, the more space you create to invite your intention in. We'll just take one more inhale. An easy exhale, slowly begin to draw your knees back up, just removing whatever you have in between them. And you can stay on your back. We're going to move into our final relaxation together for Yogic Nidra. So on your back, if you want to just hug your knees into your chest, roll around a bit, just gently massage your back body into the floor there, you can. And then we'll set up for Shavasana. So you can grab your bolster, if you have one, or a folded up blanket. That's really nice behind the backs of your knees. Or you can come into that constructive rest shape like we did in the middle of class. With your legs over the edge of the bolster, that will just support your lower back so it can let go even more. You want to place your blanket at the top of your mat behind your head. Feel free to cover yourself with a blanket as well, but I know as I'm recording this, it's hot today, so maybe not. But you can always fold up a blanket and place that on your belly. Again, just to create that extra weight, soothing and grounding sensation. Support your head and neck, maybe even rolling up the edge of your blanket there. And you can bring your hands to rest somewhere on your body, or just let your hands rest beside you, your palms facing up. Just inviting in all of the energy that you've cultivated, all of that peaceful energy and patience. Just reminding yourself that in peace we get possible. You can wiggle around here, get rid of any fidgets. And then once you're comfy, just take a deep breath in here. And exhale completely. Just allow all of your bones to drop down into the support of the earth and your props. And you might notice here after those poses, that specific sequence of poses, how your pelvis can just let go and relax a little bit more here. Encouraging a sense of calm and groundedness as you get rooted. Yoga Nidra means yogic sleep. And if you haven't done it before, it's a practice where your body falls into the deepest state of relaxation, while your mind stays fully conscious and aware. You might fall asleep, but that isn't the goal. But just know that whatever your experience, whether you drift in and out of consciousness, even if you don't remember anything by the end of the practice, it'll still work. It's always working at that subconscious level. But it will help to melt away and dissolve any stress or tension, any anxiety or any emotions at all that aren't aligned with who you want to be in the world. Or perhaps just make you feel a little heavy. Hopefully by the end of this practice, you'll leave feeling lighter and brighter, more spacious on the inside. So as you come into stillness here, give yourself permission to relax completely. And you can even let your breath go so your body is just breathing for you. And we start by setting a Sankalpa or an intention. And if you like, you can use the one that you chose at the beginning of the practice. And this intention is like a prayer or an answer to a deep inner longing. Perhaps it's shifted since the beginning of your practice and you choose a new one now. But whatever it is, say it 3 times silently from your heart, as though it was already real and true for you right now. And the more you relax here in this practice, the more spacious, open, and receptive you'll become. Now begin to bring your awareness to your body, the physical layer of your body. And let yourself be guided through each part. Simply feel it as I mention it without moving. And let those parts of your body just fall asleep. Begin with your mouth. Feel your mouth. Notice any flavors or sensations there. Feel your tongue, your teeth, the insides of your cheeks. Feel your jaw and your lips. Now shift your awareness to your nose, your left nostril, your right nostril, and both nostrils together. Feel the warmth of your breath as it flows in and out. Feel your ears, your right ear, your left ear, and both ears together. Feel your outer ears and your inner ears. And both ears as they receive any sounds around you, within you. Become aware of your eyes, your left eye, your right eye, both eyes together. Feel your eyelids, your eyelashes, and your eyebrows. Feel your eyeballs relaxing back into their sockets, behind the dark velvet curtains of your eyelids. And start to shift your awareness up to your forehead, your crown, and the back of your skull, your whole face, your whole head is completely relaxed and passive. And that feeling of relaxation travels down now into your neck and your throat, and your shoulders, your shoulder blades on the back, and down your upper arms, your elbows and forearms, wrists, hands and fingers. Feel both arms completely heavy, relaxed, and passive here on the floor. Now bring your awareness to your chest, softening your heart, moving down to your ribs and your belly, feeling your mid-back and lower back. Just feeling here how your whole upper body is completely relaxed. Just allow any lingering tension in your upper body to flow down through your arms and away. And then bring your awareness to your pelvis. Feel your hips getting heavy. And then this feeling of relaxation traveling down through both legs, feeling your upper thighs, your knees, your shins and your calves, your ankles, your heels, the soles of your feet and the tops of your feet, and then each one of your toes. Feel your whole lower body heavy and relaxed, completely passive on the floor. Just allow any lingering tension in your lower body to flow down through your legs, out and away. And feel your whole body now completely relaxed and peaceful, fully supported and held by the earth. Now energetically you bring your awareness down to your root, right at the base of your spine and between your sitting bones. Feel your root and the grounding energy there. And feel the prana, your life force energy flowing up from your root to your heart, just below your belly button. Your center of creativity and emotions. Moving up to your solar plexus, your place of power and confidence. Up to your heart, feel your heart, your inner light shining bright. The seed of love and kindness and compassion. Moving up to your throat, your ability to speak your truth. To your third eye, right in between your eyebrows. The seat of intuition and insight. And then up to your crown, enlightenment. The light of who you are. Just feel your whole body, the energy, the prana as it flows through your energy center. Letting go, and relaxing into your energy, your own internal blueprint. Just knowing that no one can feel the way that you're feeling right now. This is your own unique experience. This is you. Now stay open and receptive as you continue to breathe. Just allowing the flow of your breath to rinse you and cleanse you of any mental clutter, releasing any emotional stress. As you inhale, imagine a clear wave flowing up through your whole body, bringing a sense of calm and peace to every single cell. And as you exhale, the wave flows down through your body, carrying away any lingering tension. Feeling fully connected just for a few more moments. Relax here, tuning into your inner wisdom, your heart's intelligence. And in this quiet, still space, listen to the voice of your inner guide. Just trust that whatever comes through, whatever you hear right now is exactly as it needs to be. This space that you're in is your own sacred space, an inner sanctuary of bliss and belonging, of real peace. You can call on it at any time, just like your intention. Returning to that intention now, silently repeat it 3 times to yourself. Breathe it into being and use your breath to bring you back home to who you really are. As you deepen your breath here, begin to connect back to all of your senses, feeling the space within you and then the space around you. Softly send tiny flickers of movement through your fingers and your toes, maybe circling your wrists and your ankles. And then take a big breath in, stretch your arms up and overhead, reaching out to your fingers, out to your toes, really taking up space here like you belong, because you do. And then gently release everything back down, wherever it is in space. Hug your knees into your chest. Just give yourself one last hug. Be rolling around a bit here, gently massaging your back body into the floor and letting any lingering tension relax out of your back and into the earth. Maybe draw your forehead in towards your knees, gathering all of that peaceful energy into your center, your personal universe. And then gently roll over to one side or the other. And keeping your eyes closed, press down your arms into the floor to come all the way back up into a comfortable seat. And when you get there, sit up nice and tall. Fold your hands together in front of a prayer, plugging your thumbs into your heartbeat. As you bow your brain down towards your heart, thanking yourself here for showing up this morning, for taking the time out of your day to nourish yourself and your intention. Whatever that was this morning, just silently call on it once again, feeling it light you up from the inside out. Feeling that peaceful, calming energy that you've cultivated. Reminding yourself that in peace we get possible. Taking that energy with you into your day, cut the corners of your mouth up into a smile. And keep that on your face as you lift your gaze. And when you're ready, blink your eyes back open to the room. From my heart to yours. Namaste.